welcome to episode number 75 of Comics and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Chris.
And I'm Lumpy.
And this is the review show that reviews comics as the mic gets hit. Chronologically, I don't remember what the tagline is.
Kind of.
Wrecked him.
Kind of? Is it? It's kind
Possibly. Hold on, let me move my mic real fast. All right, there we go.
Sure, we're going to go with kind of this time. Anyway, that's the intro staying exactly as it is. I'm not editing it.
It's about time.
Anyway, we're going to Detective Comics number 72 here. This one is called Liscense for Larceny. It is 13 pages. It was the executive editor is Whitney Ellsworth. The cover artist is Jerry Robertson. The writer was Joseph Samachson.
I don't remember you ever trying to pronounce that one.
Samachson. Yeah, no, that's new. He's a new guy.
Yeah.
Penciled by Bob Kane, inked by Jerry Robinson and George Russo's, lettered by George Russo's, and edited by Jack Schiff. Yeah, that's all the credits. Who's doing the cover?
I'll do the cover. We got an added attraction this time, the Boy Commandos. I don't know why they're advertising it. It's like the 15th time they've been in there, but we got an added attraction. So we got a guy with a gun holding... It looks like an award, but it says license on it, and it says, this license is to certify that Larry the Judge is empowered to execute Batman. And you got a much shorter Batman and Robin, like, trying to fight him, I guess.
Yeah, he's giant. There's stupid giants again.
Yeah, but he's not giant like usual. He's, like, double size.
Yeah, he's...
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and his hand that's holding the license is even bigger.
Yeah, I see that.
It's a weird drawing. Not bad, but weird.
Right. Odd. Yeah, green suits must have been a thing back then, too. I know we discussed that before, too. A lot of people wear green and, like, orange.
Yeah.
Did you say Batman and Robin face a terrible tyrant in License for Larceny?
Oh, no, thanks. And did you say it was 10 cents when you did
No, I didn't do 10 cents,
come
no.
on.
That's on the
You're
cover.
messing up. You are messing up this time, TJ.
This is the February issue, though. I didn't say the release date.
Oh, nice. Thanks a lot.
I don't even know what year. What year are we in? February 1943. This came out.
43. We moved a couple years.
We did.
Moving on. We done with the cover?
Sure. It's good. I think it was drawn well, but there's not a whole lot going on. It's just a picture of the three of them, basically.
Yeah, it's a yellow background.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So before we get into the comic proper. You guys, you didn't win the $5 prize for your book reviews.
Ah, come on.
What the hell do you mean?
I don't remember what mine was, but it was good. I know it was.
Because Mary Jane Carr won her $5 prize for reviewing Young Mac of Fort Vancouver.
Okay.
I'm mad. Really mad.
There are other $5 winners too. Betty Jean Keister, Ronald Langley, William Scroton, and James Ross Smith.
You got Keister and Scroton in there. I think these are made up names. And Smith. Come on, that's not his real name.
None of this is real.
No,
they didn't want to give the $5 out.
Yep. Let's just make up names. Who's gonna know? They can't check the internet yet.
So I didn't notice before, but on the side when they do these book reviews, they list all the magazines that they release, and there is a lot of them that DC is publishing at this time.
Really?
They're releasing 8 monthly magazines: Action Comics, Adventure Comics, All American Comics, Detective Comics, Flash Comics, More Fun Comics, Sensation Comics, Star Spangled Comics.
Wow.
Then they're releasing 6 bi-monthly magazines: All Flash Comics, All Star Comics, Batman, Mutt and Jeff. I don't even know what that is.
I've heard people say they're like Mutt and Jeff, but I never knew who Mutt and Jeff were.
I don't either. I definitely.
But you've heard people say that,
Mutt
right?
And Jeff, yes, absolutely.
I've heard people say, "Look at them two. They're like Mutt and Jeff over there," but I have no idea what that means.
Not a clue.
Superman and Wonder Woman, and then they're releasing 6 quarterly magazines. One of which is Boy Commandos. So I guess they get their own comic. So Comic Cavalcade, whatever that is. Green Lantern.
Green Lantern started, huh?
Lead-In Comics, I don't know what that is. World's Finest Comics, obviously. And also, this is my favorite one, Picture Stories from the Bible.
Oh, nice. That's a quarterly one?
That's a quarterly one.
But is it not it's just pictures?
It says Picture Stories from the Bible. I don't know.
Wow.
Issued every 3rd month.
I'm going to look that up.
Alright. Does anyone want to know what Superman's secret code is? This one's from Mars.
Wait, let me figure it out. Buy war bonds.
Hold on. For victory, buy United States war bonds and stamps.
No, we got a different theme.
Really?
Yeah. Now is the time for boys and girls. Something, because the letters are like faded out on my comic, and I can't see what
this
it is.
This is ruined.
Now is the time for boys and girls, something, America, to help collect to scrap the Axis.
Oh.
Collect scrap?
War bonds. Stamps or war bonds.
America to help collect the scrap to sink the Axis. So you gotta collect scrap now.
Right. Well, I know they were trying to get a lot of like scrap metal and stuff.
They need metal, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. So guess what that is? That's just another way of buying war bonds.
War bonds. Yes. Support the war.
It's from Mars?
Basically what it is.
You said it was from Mars?
Yeah, each time Superman's secret codes is a different. Each code's a planet, and this time it's Mars.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Venus last time, and
yeah, it's the solar system planets, our solar system, and Krypton. So
Krypton blew up.
Apparently not according to these codes. All right, Lumpy, what's going on in this non-canon splash page?
It's not canon?
Suave and sinister. A pompous furor of felons rations crime for his hoodlum hordes and taxes each rugged ruffian for the privilege of breaking the law. Under his despotic rule, deeds of desperation pay dividends until the dynamic Batman, along with daring Robin, the boy wonder.
Are we reading all the bubbles in this one, or are we just going to read the whole
So the
comic?
reason I started to read that is, on this page is a giant gun with 4 bad guys, and Batman's on top, and Robin is swinging from where the trigger is. And that's it. There's a giant moon around the gun. Why? I do not know.
It's canon.
There is also a sign on the wall in the background for victory. Buy United States war bonds and stamps. So the only interesting thing on this page was that word bubble. That's really it. The people are actually fairly poorly drawn to me. Like, they're almost not, like, even Batman and Robin, they're small. They almost are hard to make out. They just made a giant gun.
Sometimes I think they do small drawings so they don't have to do a lot of detail.
Which is kind of what, like, this splash page was kind of nothing to me. It was like kind of a waste.
I like the big gun, and it's like the size of a cannon, so it could be canon.
It does.
Canon.
With the joke's not until the end, so don't start.
Come on, let's do one every page. I'll do a joke every page.
No, let's not.
People love my jokes. They keep emailing. I'm getting phone calls. I don't know how they got my phone number. They're saying, more jokes, more jokes. That's what they're saying.
Oh, it's 8675309.
Oh, you know what? Anyway, back to the non-canon splash page. And Bob Kane's still at the bottom there, so he's still taking credit. And that long paragraph that Lumpy read they're getting longer. They're in like every Detective Comics.
He didn't even finish that one. This one is very wordy anyway.
The whole comic. And it's one of the first ones that are super wordy that I didn't necessarily mind. So they're getting better with the way they're writing it, but it is a lot of words.
It didn't bother me, but when I turned from that splash page onto the next page, I was like, uh-oh. Because it looks like a novel, almost. But it did go by pretty fast, yeah.
Alright, so we open up in the financial district where Bruce Wayne is bringing Dick Grayson to a financial guy. And this guy apparently can turn all of his money into double his money or triple his money or something like that.
Double his money in a half a year.
In half a year, yes. And so Bruce Wayne's, I guess, suspicious of this. This is what I got out of it.
Yeah, but I mean, why would he use his money? If he's suspicious, why would he go there?
Well, he is rich. He probably doesn't care about the money.
Yeah, that's true.
But I agree. I didn't understand why he was here. I just got the feeling that he's like suspicious of how this guy's doing all this.
At first, it felt like he was trying to teach Dick something. Like, I'm going to show you how to invest your money.
That's kind of the way it seemed at first. Like, let me show you. This is the way you're supposed to do it. You take your money and you invest it, and this is the way it works in the higher socialites. You know, they invest their money and it makes money for them.
Is that how you invest money? You just go to a guy and hand him a check and say, "Here, make me money"?
Well, so to be honest with you, as weird as that sounds, that is true. Like, basically, you hand somebody $100,000 and say, "I want you to invest this for me, and I'm taking a chance that you're going to double it or continue to make money on it." Like, that is what you do, as crazy as that sounds. Now, you don't just walk into some random shop.
No, but maybe in the 40s you did. In the 40s you
maybe back then
yeah.
you did.
Okay, if you say so. Anyway, Bruce Wayne gives this guy a check for his money, and then the narrator decides we're going to follow this guy. I keep saying this guy because I never called his name. Anyway, so we're following him, and he goes to his apartment and puts on makeup or takes off makeup. He removes a little makeup, okay.
He becomes Larry the Judge, but I'm not sure he does. He removes makeup?
I remove a little makeup and my scar shows again.
Okay.
Because
his
apparently...
name is J. Spencer Larson.
Oh my god. His name's Larson and you're going to give him your money?
Yep,
for
Larson Inc. The place is called Larson Inc. Yes.
But this guy says he removes a little makeup and shows his scar again. So only the scar can these people tell this guy apart from the perfect financial of this guy.
Yeah.
So, later in a gangster hideout, deep in the crime-ridden slums, that was what the narrator said. I don't know what's going on here. In a crowded back room, it's just more, they're setting up the scene, and then there's a bunch of newspapers about how the crooks are, like, running into each other and doing crimes, and, like, one person goes to rob a bank and it was already robbed and stuff like that. So, Larson shows up and says, "That's it. We're not doing this anymore. You're all working under me. Now, if you want to rob something, you need a license to do it. If you want to commit any crime whatsoever, you need a license to do it. And if you don't do it, my guys are going to beat you up." And then some of the guys object, and then they get beat up. And then everyone just accepts this from this guy.
Yep, everybody falls in line.
Yeah, apparently. There's not other super criminals like the Joker in the city right now or anything, I guess.
They're all locked up right now, so this guy's just...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he sets us up, and then the next day a guy goes in and he says he wants a license to hold up a candy store. Okay. So
well, that's what the judge says, too. He's like, "You ain't doing that. Stupid candy store."
Yeah, and he gives him a license to rob a theater box office tomorrow, because I guess that makes more money to the candy store, I guess?
I would think so.
Apparently.
Well, there was no TV, so people went to the theater, I think.
True.
Yeah, but enough that it's worth robbing? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. And then another guy goes in. He wants to rob a subway train, but he says, "No, you're going to rob a banker." And that keeps on. And then crime's going on. And then one guy decides he's going to break from the pack, and he doesn't need a frickin' license. He's going to go rob this guy. And then he gets caught by a couple of guards and brought before Larson here. And he's actually overseen as a judge now.
It's Larry the Judge.
He finds... Uh-oh.
What happened?
Something... like beeped in my window, like something got disconnected. Is everyone still here?
I'm still here.
I'm here.
Okay, that was weird.
Are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. It's just
we didn't hear the beep. I didn't hear it.
It's that
I didn't hear it either.
Oh, that's weird.
Do it again?
Yeah. It's
Are your
like
headphones dying or something?
reading my USB drives for some reason. It's like disconnected and connecting for some reason. I'm just gonna unplug that.
That's weird.
Yeah, that was strange. Wow, that was weird. Where was I?
The judge.
So they took the guy in front of the judge.
Oh, and he finds them guilty, and he's going to turn over the loot and pay a fine equal to twice the amount to next time. I don't know who he's paying it to.
The judge, I guess?
Is he just paying the judge?
I think so.
Or is he going back to that guy he robbed and giving him his money back?
No, I think he's got to pay the judge.
Yeah, I think he pays. The fine goes to the judge, I'm assuming.
Alright, and then this guy named... Then later, it just says later, a guy named Gas Pipe Grogan walks in. These names are stupid. And he wants a license to rob a house. And
We can't think of a good one.
Yeah, and Larceny says, go rob Commissioner Gordon's house. Because that's smart.
Well, nobody would ever think he would rob the police's house.
For a reason.
Well, that's the reason he gives. Nobody would think of you going to rob him. You wouldn't have the nerve.
Just take away the fact that, he's the police commissioner and he's a cop. He is Batman's best friend.
Right. That does make sense now that you're saying that.
Anyway, that night, Commissioner Gordon is awaiting a couple of guests for some reason. And there's a knock on the door, and he opens up and he gets hit in the face with a pipe.
I thought it was like a bone. It looked like a bone.
Well, it's gas pipe.
Yeah, you hit him with a gas pipe.
What's his name? Gas pipe Grogan.
Right. But literally a few seconds later, Batman and Robin are walking up the steps.
Well, Gordon was expecting Batman and Robin.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
That's not my point. Commissioner Gordon opens the door, and he gets hit in the face. And then it says a few seconds later.
Right.
Which means Batman and Robin must have been, right there.
Yeah, well, they always are.
But, they didn't see it happen?
No, apparently not. Maybe it's a few seconds after it happened. After it was over.
Yeah, it was a few seconds after they went in and hit him with the pipe.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway. So Batman and Robin are there, and they see that these crooks are robbing the place. And then Batman comes in through a door, surprisingly, not the window he's peering through.
I was going to say, he peeks through the window, but then goes in through the door.
But you know what? It is Commissioner Gordon's door.
It's true.
They didn't want to break Commissioner Gordon's window.
Yeah, exactly. And so Batman punches him in the face. And then there's a giant fight between Batman and Robin. When Batman doesn't... I said that, but then Batman doesn't care because he does break Commissioner Gordon's lamp and stuff, so...
He does. Well, the guy tries to hit him with it first, though, right? Or something? No.
Okay. He just throws him into him.
Yeah, the guy tries to hit him with something else. I'm not sure what that is that he tries to hit him with.
And I don't know if they captured the criminals or if they ran away, but they're gone. And Batman and Robin are helping Commissioner Gordon up. I just want to mention, during this whole sequence, this is the first time that we find out that Commissioner Gordon is married. Because it is mentioned in here, but we don't meet his wife.
Huh.
I actually didn't even catch that.
Then where was his wife when they had that sad Christmas party with Batman's girlfriend for Robin that time?
He wasn't married yet.
He wasn't married yet?
No, she wasn't invited.
Sure. She was like, I'm not hanging out with your stupid friends. I'm going to bed.
Yeah,
your crappy party. Your party sucks. I'm going to bed. You got one girl and a little kid here. I'm out of here. I am not hanging out with you weirdos.
I will not be part of your 4-person Christmas party. You keep that to yourself.
Oh, God. Anyway, Gordon invited Batman and Robin over to get their opinion on this whole license thing that's happening.
The license thing, him actually writing out licenses, is stupid. It's evidence. Somebody's gonna leave it behind like they did.
Uh-huh.
And it's evidence. But
yep, it's evidence. Yep, you're absolutely right.
This is the real definition, though, of organized crime, just so you know.
This is the start of organized crime.
This is the start of organized crime.
It's totally
Here,
organized.
I have this paper. It says, the judge said I'm allowed to rob you, so you're going to have to just let me do it. It's just, the judge says.
But I'm still confused about the scope of this whole operation. Is it Gotham, the entirety of Gotham City? Is it a neighborhood?
See, I think he is using, only in the neighborhood that he's in, the criminals that he's letting go when he's a real judge.
Right, but that doesn't... again, I'm going to bring up, there's 7 super criminals in this city right now.
No, they're all locked up.
Oh, okay.
We figured that out already.
Yeah, or else the Joker would have showed up.
When they break out, they go straight to Batman. You know that.
Or is this what's happening? The super criminals are off distracted Batman and Robin, which is why he's able to get away with this or something.
It's possible, yeah. Maybe this is during one of his other fights with the Penguin or something.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. While the Joker is coming up with more lame pranks to pull on Batman.
Yeah.
Listen, the guy's plan's not that bad. He gets 10% of every crime. He gets rich people to come in, he gives them double their money, and then you'll see what happens soon.
Yeah, but in reality, it would never work.
In the 40s, it would.
Apparently, it worked for a little while.
Yeah, it works in the 40s. You don't know.
Thankfully. Anyway, Bruce and Dick are back home, and Bruce gets a letter in the mail, and Dick's like, "Is it bad news?" And Bruce is like, "No, that guy doubled my money." So they go and pick up their money.
How long has it been? A couple days?
I don't think it actually says. It just says later, and Bruce says it's been really quick, and he's like, "All right," and didn't expect it to be this quick, but cool. And,
yeah, thanks.
And then Bruce says, because Bruce says, "I never expected this," but he says several charities will be gaining this money. So
here's the thing: Batman's a criminal, and so is Robin. They accepted stolen property. Whether they knew it was or it wasn't, it's still illegal to accept stolen property.
I got news for you. They're vigilantes. They're already criminals.
To an extent, yes. Except Commissioner Gordon says it's okay for them to be vigilantes.
And they're both murderers. They're still criminals.
No, they're not murderers anymore. I forget all
okay.
that. None of that stuff counts from the beginning.
I got a news for you. You kill one person, you're a murderer for the rest of your life. It's kind of comes with it.
No,
People
not if
change.
if somebody's writing a comic book about you after like 5 issues, it goes away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot. Anyway,
people change.
Anyway, Larceny says bye to Bruce, and they leave. And I'm just reading the comic as I'm going because I haven't read it in 3 weeks.
The end.
Alright, so Bruce and Dick leave, and the Larceny guy's like, haha, you might have the money now, but I already put a license out so someone can come rob you for that money. So he's like, so he's not actually getting that money. So what I don't understand is, did he allow 2 guys that are going to try and attempt to rob Bruce Wayne to have a license to rob them and then keep the money? He only get 10% of that money back, or is he getting the whole thing back?
No, I think he sent these guys to get all that money back.
Because they have a license on them, though.
Right, he's only getting 10%.
The license is give me all that money.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Bruce and Dick head home because they can't go to the bank because it was too late. They got the letter afterwards. Why didn't they just go in the morning or something then?
Because they wanted to go get their money. Because he figured, what's worst that can happen? I'm Batman.
Well, true. Okay. I don't have an argument against that, actually.
Well, true, but
I thought I had a thought going there, but then I realized there was no argument against that. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm Batman. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm going to go do this because who is going to actually do anything?
Right.
No one.
So the crooks show up to rob Bruce Wayne, and they fail because he's Batman. Oh, but they do get hit in the back of the head and knocked out, don't they?
No, wait. This is the one thing I want to talk about. So they both get hit in the back of the head, but they don't get knocked out. They fake getting knocked out.
Oh, okay.
So are they immune to getting knocked out now? This is the first time these 2 got hit in the back of the head and didn't get knocked out.
But see, this is what you're found to understand. They got hit in the back of the head without their masks on.
Oh, the mask knocks them out when they get hit in the back of the head.
Yeah, the masks is what pushes against their skull and makes it soft back there.
Maybe they should loosen their masks. Maybe their masks are too tight, and then that one bop on the noggin puts them out.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, that's possible. You should tell them that.
Because, yeah, they both get hit in the head like they do 1,000 times already. I'm not sure exactly how many times, but we'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. And both of them fake getting knocked out. I must pretend I'm badly hurt.
No one actually gets knocked out.
But no one actually gets knocked out.
So, yeah. So the crooks got the money, so they go and get the Batplane, and they're going to follow them, because that has to happen in every issue.
Yeah, I don't think it works like that. Can you, follow a car with a plane?
Why not?
Well, because, all the car's got to do is hit its brakes, and the plane's going to have to pull, a turnaround.
Well, and the other question I got is, how far did these people have to drive before Batman and Robin pretended to get knocked out, woke up, ran to the Batplane, got in the Batplane? Wouldn't they be parked already?
To be fair, Wayne Manor looks like it's in the middle of a forest.
True, they probably just jumped straight in that plane and zoom right off into the sky.
Well, not even that. It probably took them a while to drive all the way up that driveway to Wayne Manor to rob them.
Yeah, that's true, too.
So, there's that. I don't know. Anyway, they follow them, but I guess they don't follow them. They just find them, because then Bruce, attaches a rope to the back of the car.
I thought he was trying to sneak and follow him, but no, he shoots a rope at him.
And he picks the car up and then releases the rope into the river.
Yeah, he tried to murder them, but they get out.
Yeah, well, I mean, they survive and they try to climb out, and so Batman knocks them out. Batman and Robin both knock them out, and I guess they get their money back.
Yeah, but you missed the best part. Robin punches a guy, and fish fly off of him, and he says, "There's something fishy about this fellow."
Told you we're not doing the jokes until later.
Oh, come on.
Literally, the fish are coming out of his suit. There's little
Yeah, I think they're like
fish.
shooting out of his suit.
Yes.
So, one of the guys that they beat up is called Iron Jaw,
Yeah.
and Batman punches him. He says, "Punch me in the jaw," and then Batman punches him in the lungs and says, "You'll need an iron lung." That's the caliber of jokes that are in this, so no more.
Come on, that's a good one, too. He's going to need an iron lung, iron jaw.
Anyway, Batman finds the license to rob Bruce Wayne. But the next day, Larry, the judge, is no less... I can't read that word. No less anxious?
Anxious to get together with Batman.
So he writes up another license, and this one's for murder. And
Yeah, but to himself, right?
Yeah, he's giving it to himself. Yep.
I think they should take the person's picture and put it on the license so they know who's able to do it.
Okay. I don't know if they have that technology in that time.
That's true.
So he's going to commit a murder, but in the meantime, he's going to get a bunch of other guys. He gives a bunch of other guys license to do 3 successive robberies in 3 days, but not to steal anything.
It's not really
just
a robbery.
To make it look like they were there to
Yeah.
take stuff, but don't actually take anything.
Right. And like
I don't really get it, but okay.
the criminals lament as they do this that they're not allowed to rob anything. And Bruce and Dick read in the paper that 2 chemical factories have been broken into, but nothing was stolen. And Bruce is like, "Oh, this is a trap, but we're going to go anyway because that's what we do." And so they go to a warehouse where it's a trap, but they bust in and shine a flashlight on the guy, and
The lights come on. It's a trap.
yeah, okay. I was looking at the panels like, maybe this isn't a trap. What, am I at the wrong part?
No. Suddenly the lights flash on. It's a trap.
Alright, so yeah, it's a trap. So the panel after that, what does it look like to you guys?
He's hitting him on the head with something.
Can I give you a light, bud? That's what it says.
Yeah.
But what does it look like on your panel exactly?
It looks like a piece of wood with like a, I don't know, circle on
It
top.
looks like a flashlight, but there's a weird red explosion.
Red explosion on yours?
Yeah, red
Yes.
explosion.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was not just in mine.
No, there's a red explosion on there.
No.
So is he bleeding from the head?
No, I think the light bulb exploded on the flashlight now that you pointed out that it's a flashlight.
Oh, okay. That doesn't make sense. It looks like he hit him in the head and now he's exploding blood.
I mean, it is a possibility.
Yeah.
It's red.
I mean, it is. His hat popped off and stuff. I don't. It's hard to say. If you're looking for a kill count for Batman, I can't give it to you.
I wasn't.
Yeah,
I was wondering if it was censored in yours and if maybe that was actually blood.
No, I do think it's.
It looks more like an explosion than blood.
Okay. So after their little tussle there, this is why we can't take 3 weeks off, because I don't...
After the little tussle, they hit him with sneezing gas.
Yeah.
Or sneezing powder.
I'm trying to figure out what's happening, how it appears. So the guy's got, like, billows?
Yeah, the guy's got like a fireplace blower thing, and he blows sneezing powder into the air.
And this is enough to stop Batman and Robin.
Yes, all you need is sneezing powder, because they run outside and let them guys get away. Actually, they run outside and get captured.
Yeah, they run outside and get captured.
Yeah, that's even worse. They run outside and get captured.
So these guys tie up Batman and Robin and throw them in the back of the car, and as they're driving, they're being followed by a cop that's pulling them over.
Yeah, and they don't know why.
Yeah, they don't know why. And then
Impossible. We're obeying the speed limit. We're not breaking any laws.
Because cops just don't randomly pull over people for no reason.
Not in the 40s.
But Batman and Robin take advantage of this and start attacking the guys in the car while they're tied up. They're shooting, but then seconds later...
That's what I didn't get. So Batman and Robin are tied up in the back. These guys pull their guns, they're going to start shooting at the cops. Batman and Robin headbutt the guys with the guns, and then all of a sudden everybody's out of the car. How did they get out of the... What happened after that?
they hit the brakes and everyone quietly, single file, got out of the car.
For no other... Like, why did they turn around and shoot Batman and Robin in their heads for headbutting?
Because they were taken by surprise.
I guess so. They're like, uh-oh, we got headbutted. Everybody out of the car.
Yep.
That's the rules. You know the rules. The headbutt rules.
So the state troopers save Batman and Robin because...
Come on, this is good. I like this.
Okay. Because Batman had covered up their license plate with his cowl. Yeah. So this allowed the state troopers to pull him over because, you can't have your license plate cover. Right. The cops need to be able to read your license plate.
Now, what they should have said was, hey, we recognize Batman's cape. Something must be going on here. Yeah. Not, hey, I can't see that guy's license plate. I guess we better pull him over.
Yeah, that would have been a better explanation, but then I would have had 1,000 questions that when did he talk to the cops and so forth and so forth.
Right. But he didn't talk. He didn't have to. They just saw his cape and were like, oh my god, Batman's cape.
All I gotta say, it's very lucky that there were state troopers on that highway right there.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I guess the judge was in the car with them and he gets arrested. And then Batman realizes, because of the scar, that it is J. Spencer Larceny who is actually the same guy because, he doesn't have makeup over his scar, so he can't tell that they weren't two different people.
Yeah, they don't look the same, but I don't know. This guy has a scar. It can't be the same guy.
Yeah, I mean, either you have a scar or you don't.
I mean, that's why it was so confusing.
Well, while this guy's in jail, if Larson doesn't show up at his office as a financial district, you know why. Anyway, later at home, Bruce says it was profitable while it lasted Dick, but Larson's business is finished now. All his dividends are going to charity. Is that what happens when you arrest the criminal empire? You take all their money and give it to charity?
Yeah, and the guy who does it is just some rich guy who went to him one time.
Yeah.
Like, why is Bruce involved at all?
I don't know. At the end.
Usually the police take that stuff.
Right.
I don't know where else it goes, whether it gets dispersed or what, but usually the police end up with it. But apparently Batman, he takes it all and gives it to charity.
That one was bad. That one was really bad.
I didn't hate that one the first time around. Until I think it's your tone of voice.
I still don't hate it. I still liked it.
No, I thought it was an okay story.
When you read it, I think it's good. When you rip it apart, it's a little bit like, okay, you're picking out all the little stuff that's like, that was far-fetched, but I thought it was good.
My idea of a bad one is when it's tough to read. It wasn't tough to read. I did like it. I did get through it pretty easy.
Yes, I agree.
It was too ridiculous of a scheme for me to really...
So, the featured characters are Batman, Robin, and Commissioner Gordon, right? But the antagonists, we got all kinds of names here that I didn't hear in the comic. You ready?
Because I didn't name them all, because they're all stupid.
So these are all single appearances. We got Larry the Judge, Lefty, Second Story Sam, Muggsy. There's always a gangster named Muggsy. Gaspipe Grogan, Iron Jaw, and Tommy the Twitch.
And all of them were only appearances.
Yep, they never bring... I mean, there's got to be another Muggsy, but it's probably a different guy, I guess.
Yeah.
If you don't have a big superhero or supervillain name, you're not coming back, apparently.
I thought Iron Jaw was a good one, though.
So,
but you put him in an iron lung.
Do you guys want a bit of a teaser of what's coming up in Batman number 15?
Sure.
Because I got an advertisement for Batman number 15, now on sale, with 4 typical Batman and Robin adventures for your enjoyment. The boy who wanted to be Robin. It's a human interest with a real punch. Your face is your fortune. The return of the glamorous Catwoman. The two futures. Batman and Robin go into days to come to envision life under Nazism. Or is it democracy? And by the way, I just want to point out this next issue is like the February-March issue. And the last story is called The Loneliest Man in the World. You want to guess what it is?
Valentine's Day.
It's a Christmas story. It's a Christmas story that has everything.
Valentine's Day makes sense.
But yeah. So yeah, that and on the cover of the show, and Batman and Robin are firing like a machine gun, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought Batman didn't touch guns.
Batman doesn't use guns.
It's 1943, and it's the middle of the war.
Oh, it's just for the war. Yeah. That makes sense.
So don't miss it. And
buy war bonds and stamps.
Alright, now that
No, go ahead.
So now that I'm done stammering my way through this one, why don't you guys tell a joke?
So, Batman sees a guy, his neighbor, trying to kick his own door in, right? So he knew he was a criminal and he had served some time for theft and breaking and entering. But he wasn't aware he was crazy. So he walks over to him and he says, "What are you doing?" And the guy says, "I'm working from home." Get it? He's kicking his own door in. He's working from home.
I actually didn't get it at all.
Come on, that's even better.
Not only did I not get it, I don't see how it's a joke. It sounds like you were just telling me an anecdote from Batman.
Yeah, well, that's what it was.
I fell asleep. I didn't catch the joke.
Check back next week for better jokes.